Okay, so today we are looking at rotations and the principles behind rotations. Firstly, I think it is most important to note that a rotated figure is identical to the original, except it is rotated differently. So if you can imagine, I suppose you have all been on a swing before sometime in your life, and as you are swinging over and back, I suppose more so when you were younger, you wouldn't have done much moving on the swing. You would only have let your parents push you. So if you can think of your body rigid in a swing, you are moving over and back in the swing, rotating along through a fixed point, which is the fulcrum of the swing, of where the swing is hanging from. However, you are moving an awful lot, but your figure or your shape is always remaining the same. Similarly to the bridge here, as you can see, it opens up to allow ships to go through and closes down again when they are gone past, rotating through a fixed point here, which is the hinge. And I suppose this brings us on to our point. A rotation occurs when an object is turned about a fixed point through a certain angle. So again, bringing us back to our bridge, the bridge rotates up at any angle and rotates back down, but the fixed point is always the hinge. In this question here, the rotation happens at 50 degrees through point P. So as you can see, we have the shape here rather like the gable end of a house, and this is P here, our center of rotation. Now, to do any rotation, it is essential that we have a center of rotation here, which is point P. So to do this rotation, you have to connect each point back to point P. So you have A, B, C, D, each of which are connected back to point P. You measure 50 degrees off each line, and off each point here you swing an arc up and around, and where you mark 50 degrees off each line, and where they meet, your arcs that you have swung from your original points is your new point of rotation. So you can see A here is rotated up along this arc here to A dash here. You connect each point now, which creates your new shape. As you can see, it is up here. Now note that this shape here is identical to the original, however it is rotated differently. So that essentially is rotations.